Peace, family. Peace, 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 peace. Peace to the gods in the building. Peace to all the gods coming in. Shout out to all the family. Peace to all the family. On this Friday night. What's up? Peace, family. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to all the family coming in. Chop it up with the family one time. I ain't gonna be on here too long tonight. Shout out to the Queen's Vibes. Shout out to Queen's Vibes. Said peace, love, and strength. Absolutely. Peace, God. Peace. Peace to all the family. Like I say, I ain't gonna be on here too long tonight. I've been under the weather, goddammit. Shit, I came down with the COVID. I ain't got the Rona. Messing around, boy. I done got the Rona, bro. So, it's been kind of rough for me the last couple days. Definitely been kind of rough the last couple days. Shalom, peace to the gods, peace to the gods. But I'm definitely recovering. Yeah. I'm definitely recovering. Yeah, the Rona hit me hard. I think because a nigga be talking about the Rona so much. Coronavirus said, when I get that nigga, boy, I'm going to get him good. Yeah, it got me. But, we bounce back with the quickness. Man, you said, somebody said, how'd you get it, bro? I don't even go out like that. But I mess around. I went out all last weekend. I went to the Hawks game on Friday. Went to the Jackson State, the HBCU championship on Saturday. Then went to the gun show last Sunday. So at one of them events, I probably got it. I think it was the Hawks game that Friday night. Boy, I went to the Hawks game. Boy, you go to these sporting events, white folks talk your ear off. It was this white dude who just kept talking, bro. I think he was half drunk. He just kept talking to me. The dude who was sitting next to me kept talking to me. Boy, white folks. And let me tell you, anytime you do anything and you got some good tickets, like if you ride first class, boy, the white folks talk your ear off. You got some good tickets at the game, you sitting down low at the game, all white folks finna talk your ear off. They gotta see how the hell did this nigga get down here. I mean, before I can sit down, hey dude, what's your name? I'm Chase, man. I'm trying to watch the game. Oh, what's your hey man, this is pretty nice seats you got here, huh? White folks are always curious. When you got some seats next to them or better than them, they say, oh shit. They gotta find out everything about you. Boy, if you have some seats just as good or lower than white folks, oh no. They start blaming that on everything. God damn it, affirmative action. It's the NAACP, man. That nigga he interviewed me the whole game. I think that's who gave me the damn Rona. Boy, he interviewed me the whole game. Hey man, what is it you do? Hey man, do you live close around here? Where exactly do you live? Do you live in apartments? Do you live in a house? God damn. This nigga turned into the feds at the game. Yeah, they want to know, do you rap? Boy, listen, I'll tell y'all, boy, you want to know when you made it? White folks sit in first class. Boy, they gonna interview you. They gonna interview you left and right. They didn't want to know everything that you done did. Okay? Everything that you done did. Boy, they start asking, boy, you come down there, hey man, you sure you got the right seats, buddy? It's a white only section. Goddamn it, they ain't used to seeing niggas down that low at the game. Niggas ain't supposed to be down there that low at the game unless I'm a rapper. They feel comfortable with the rappers. The rappers, they say, oh, well, that's what Negroes do. Negroes are entertainers. But boy, when you sit down there, you ain't got no gold chain on. Huh? You ain't got no diamonds in your mouth. Boy, they get nervous. This nigga must be a doctor. They don't like sitting next to nobody who's just as intellectual as them. Okay? Yeah. See, I like to get down there at the games when I ride first class or do something like that, boy. I like to I lie my ass off. Boy, I just like to see their facial expressions. Boy, you get down, hey man, what do you do? Oh, I'm a doctor over at Piedmont. Yes, nigga, yeah, I'm a doctor over there. Oh wow. Wow, you must have went to school a long time. Yeah. Yeah, I got my doctorate. I just be lying. Just be lying my ass off. Yeah, I own a couple real estate properties. I probably own your house, motherfucker. You'll pay your rent to me, nigga. That's what you gotta do, just to scare them. Oh no, they don't like that. They feel comfortable with the rappers, the entertainers, the football players. But when they see a Negro down there, just, casual, no chains on, oh, they don't like that. So that nigga talked my ears off. I believe he the one who gave me COVID. Oh, that's any situation. Family, if you go to any type of event and you sit like VIP in the VIP section, boy, the white folks gonna talk your ears off. They got to know. They got to know, how did this nigga get on the same level as me? And when they go home, they gonna say, honey, we gotta step it up. Niggas are sitting in the same sections as we sitting in. They competitive like that. They competitive like that, family. So yeah, man, I woke up, what was that? I woke up Wednesday, a couple days ago, boy, because they always say it take about 2 days to kick in. Boy, I woke up Wednesday with the chills. The nigga was cold as hell. I woke up, I said, oh man, bro, my muscles were sore. I could, what I'm saying, it was hurting. I'm like, damn, I was out of breath and shit. And I'm like, damn, did I get the Rona? Yeah, man, it was crazy. Somebody said, what did my shirt say? My shirt says something we live by. It says, I only accept apologies in the form of reparations. Okay? I only accept apologies in the form of reparations. So, white people, they like to get out here and apologize to us about what they've done in the past, these fake apologies. You dig? They like to get out here with these fake apologies. So, I only accept apologies in the form of reparations. And, if I could add something to the shirt, it would say reparations in the form of cash payments, okay? I don't want reparations in the form of hugs. I don't want student loan forgiveness. All that's cool. But, I want my reparations in the form of cash payments, okay? So this is a shirt I like to walk around this. I should have wore this shit to the Hawks game. That'll scare niggas. They wouldn't talk to me then. White folks wouldn't talk to me then. They see that reparations is a no-no for them. Oh, they'll probably report me to the security at the Hawks game or something. But yeah, man. Yeah, y'all need to go to the family. I think it's Dope on Arrival NYC. Dope on Arrival there on Instagram NYC. Make sure y'all get y'all a nice little crew neck. Nah, he wouldn't have said nothing. If I had wore this to the game, I should have wore my Ogun shirt to the game. Yeah, and I don't know why I didn't wear that. I should have wore my Ogun shirt to the game with my Black Panther shirt. Oh, that's the way you keep off the folks from asking you too many questions. Okay? Yeah, see, I went to the Hawks game with a damn Hawks jacket on. Nah, I should have went to the Hawks game with that Black Panther Ogun shirt on. Okay, that would have been the ancestors been, blessing me at that point, watching over me. That's how you get them to stop talking. Okay? Or wear something like this. I don't want no apologies at this game. You dig? I want reparations. Oh, yeah, Black Panthers would have shut them up. It would have shut them straight up. Yeah, man, but this is something, like I say, that's something we live by. But yeah, man, I had that Rona, but like I say, I bounced back. You dig? We bounced back with the quickness. It was a little rough for about, I say, a half a day. It was a little rough for about a half a day. Then other than that, we pushed through. Though, at the end of the day, family. But yeah, have y'all been seeing what's going on to the news? Did y'all hear that situation that I thought was very interesting? Did y'all hear about that Colorado trucker? The Colorado trucker who crashed, he had an accident in Colorado. His brakes went out, and he crashed and killed 4 people, and they gave him 110 years. Did y'all hear about that? He crashed out there in Colorado, and they gave him 110 years, family. And a lot of people were very upset about that, because actually his brakes went out. Something really just happened to the truck, and they gave him 110 years. But what I thought was even more interesting surrounding that incident was the fact that the truckers are saying they're not going to drive through Colorado. A lot of truckers out here are boycotting, pretty much all the truckers. Okay? They're lined up on the side of the road. They refuse to drive through Colorado. That's a very interesting thing, and we can learn a lot from that, family. We can learn a lot from that, because so often they tell black folks when we get killed or injustices come our way, well, it's no need of, the system's not perfect. It's no need of boycotting, things of that nature. Understand, family, people understand economic boycott. Right now, those Colorado truckers are messing up billions of dollars. Billions of dollars, family, by not taking their truckloads through Colorado. Okay? They're messing up billions of dollars right now. We can learn something from that. We can learn something from that, family. See, you got to get on code. Those truckers are on code. And that's something we can learn from as a people. See, when we have injustices, we start settling for money. Then we start, a lot of us don't want to get on code. Then we start allowing the coons to speak for us. Okay? Something happened to one of their fellow truckers. They got on code. Let's be clear. They got on code and said, we ain't doing that. We ain't going to take no more of these loads through Colorado. We don't care if we lose money out of our pockets. And that's what you're going to have to do. And understand, after this, I bet you something's going to shake with that sentence. I bet you that sentence is going to go down within the next month. I bet you they're going to have a review of his sentence, and it's going to go down. I guarantee it. Because they're missing out on too much money. Okay? They're missing out on too much money. So best believe that sentence is going to go down, family. Without question. Without question. Yeah, man, power to the people, right. You see it, you see it. Like I say, they play this illusion on us that, hey, man, y'all ain't got no power as a people. You gotta bend to the government's will, or, hey, when they say, when the court comes to a certain ruling, you just gotta deal with it. No, see, we gotta understand, we gotta start understanding as black folks, just in general, we are the police. You are the police, okay? You enforce justice as you see fit. Other groups understand that. When they don't believe justice has been served, they go out their way to do anything in their power to make sure the true justice is served. We got to start doing the same thing. So those truckers said, nah, that's an unfair sentencing. We're not going to take these loads through Colorado. And like I said, it's messing up a lot of bread right now. Because best believe a lot of businessmen, a lot of corporations that need these trucks loads are hitting up the judicial system right now in Colorado. They saying, listen, we got to make something shake. You dig? We got to make something shake ASAP. So I thought that was very interesting. Very interesting. Okay? Yeah, man, they're gonna make sure. They're gonna make sure something shakes up. You said, hold on 1 second. You said they're holding on to the skin color thing with two teeth. Absolutely. Absolutely. What is the dude? What is the dude who? He's not black, is he? The trucker. He's like Latino or something, isn't he? What is that trucker? Is he? What is his race? What is he, like Latino or something? What is his race or ethnicity? What is that trucker's race? Latino, right. I thought he was Latino as well. Somebody said he's black. Is he black? He's very light complected. He could be just a light skinned dude. Is he black? Somebody said Latino. Okay. I didn't know if he was Latino or I thought he was Latino. He's Cuban. Okay, he's Cuban. Right. Okay, said, yeah, they're on code though. They're on code. The fellow truckers are on code, and I can respect that. Yeah, he's Latino, yeah, because I honestly doubt they'll be doing all that for a brother. See, if that happened to a brother, the truckers would be about their bread. Okay? See, Latinos a little too close to white. That's a little too close to white. They said, oh, no, we can't have that. We can't have that. Okay? We can't have that at the end of the day. See, they don't play those type of games with us. Did y'all also see, it was an article that came out, family. People's Magazine, these racist pieces of shit. Family, People's Magazine came out the other day And let me see if I might have it saved. Let me see if I got it saved. This is what People magazine released the other day. This is they're always looking for a way to take a stab at black people. Just anybody I promise it. So this is what they released the other day. It says, last dog to survive NFL players Michaelvick's dogfighting ring dies. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Okay? Now, Michaelvick is not even an NFL player. He's a retired NFL. Michaelvick ain't played in the league in what? 5-6 years? They are still, white folks are still bringing up the fact that Vic killed some damn dogs. And I take that back. Vic didn't even kill the dogs. A lot of people don't even know that. Michaelvick was playing in the league, and I think his cousins were back living at his house, who was supposed to be watching his house. They were fighting dogs. And let the white folks tell it, oh shit, Michaelvick was just out there like Hannibal, riding on the dogs, going to war with the dogs. Okay? Boy, Michaelvick wasn't even fighting the dogs. Michaelvick was playing in the league. His cousins, where his house that was supposed to be watching his house, they had a dog fighting ring. And they didn't turn that into Michaelvick was killing dogs. And they're still on that, family. They're still on that, family. Understand, they never want to see a black person win. Never want to see a black person win. So now they're out here talking about the last dog from his dog fighting ring dies. Stop it. Stop it. These white folks care more about these damn dogs than they do black folks. You can't pay for them to run an article like that about Trayvon Martin, about Michael Brown. They'll never do that. They'll never just keep harping on something year after year after year. They'll never do that. Okay? You don't never hear them call out. You don't never see no articles about Darren Wilson. Okay? You don't never see no articles about them. And these officers who kill unarmed black men, women, and children year after year, they don't keep regurgitating that. Okay? They only do that with black folks. Boy, we do something, our name is in the headline for the rest of our lives. They'll find any reason to bring it up. So I guess now they've been tracking the dog. They've been tracking one of the dogs that was in the dog fighting ring. Now, like I said, I'm not condoning dog fighting or anything like that. But let's be real. Let's be real, family. Let's be real. At the end of the day, white folks care more about these dogs than when they do black folks. And y'all know that's a fact. Peace, God. Peace, peace. Yeah, come on, Europeans, right. Europeans started dog fighting. They're the ones who started all these animals, cockfighting and all that type of stuff. That's Europeans, man. That's Europeans. Yeah, that's Europeans. Even during enslavement, they had, what was it called? Oh, man. Where they made black men fight each other to the death. They've always been fast. Remember, white folks, Europeans come from a warlike culture. They come from a war culture. All they know is fighting. Okay? All they know is fighting. You know, you can look now, just when you look at the Eurasian, they got fish fighting. They put these fish together. Do y'all know them fish in Walmart? If you go to Walmart now, they have these fish in there. They're like $10, $20 a piece. They're very colorful. I forgot the name of the fish. But they be fighting them. They always looking to fight something. Fight anything they can get their hands on. They always fighting and abusing animals. Boy, but they can't wait for them to catch a Negro doing it. They catch a Negro doing it. Oh, they make him the poster child of abuse. Yeah, those little beta fish. They be fighting them. All the time. They fight anything. Okay? They always abusing animals. Always got little fighting rings and stuff like that. That's white folks. White folks invented that. Let's be clear. White folks invented that type of stuff. They were the only ones look at, oh shit, man, we can get this pit bull to fight this other pit bull. Yeah, beta fish, they fight them. Down to the fishes. Let's be clear. But boy, like I say, let them catch a Negro doing something, they make us the poster child of it. Make us the poster child of it and keep reminding you year after year. They ended Michaelvick's prime, his prime time of his career over some dogs. Now, understand, you have people like Brett Favre, who were in the league, who had all type of drug addiction problems. They didn't do nothing to him. Okay, you have Ben Roethlisberger, who is still playing in the league. He's got rape charge. He's been accused of rape. They don't do nothing to him. Okay, hell, you had Aaron Hernandez, who had killed folks. Aaron Hernandez for the Patriots had caught several bodies in the league. He had caught several bodies. I mean, damn, if he had to catch his third body for them to stop the man from playing, for them to finally arrest the man. Aaron Hernandez had caught several bodies and was playing in the league. Well, Michaelvick's cousins fight some dogs at his house. Oh, damn. They made an example out of that brother. Yeah, y'all know Aaron Hernandez caught several bodies in the league and wound up killing himself in prison. Okay? Y'all type of white folks be doing all type of things. I think Aaron Hernandez is Latino, but shit, I'm just showing you how they let them get away with damn murder and stay in the league. But they found out Michaelvick, his cousins were fighting some dogs, and now he's out the league. That's white supremacy one-on-one, family. And they're going to keep reminding you year after year after year. Okay? Where's the Aaron Hernandez articles every year? Okay? When white folks do something bad, where's their just in the newspaper, in the headlines every year bashing them? They do that with all of us. Anytime we do something, we the poster child for it all. Just like they did with our brother Kyrie. And shout out to Kyrie. Shout out to Kyrie. Kyrie is getting back in the league. Shout out to that brother. Shout out to my brother Kyrie. But Aaron Rodgers faked his vaccine card. That brother ain't getting no hardcore suspension. No hardcore suspension. They still got Aaron Rodgers as the poster child. He didn't fake this vaccine, lie like he been vaccinated. They didn't say nothing to him. They didn't say nothing to him at all. You can't do that with white folks. When white folks do something, you gotta bury it. Yeah, man, you gotta bury it. You gotta bury it. You gotta bury it. Black folks do something, they come back, rehabilitate themselves, get back on the field. The brother Michaelvick has had a clean record ever since. That brother done did so much community service with animals and all that type of stuff, and they still trying to bash him. This is why I tell y'all at the end of the day, speak truth to power and just stand on it, family. You're never going to satisfy these suspected white supremacists. They're going to always be after you. That's why I come on here and just speak truth to power. It is what it is. It is what it is, family. See, a lot of people think, hey, man, I can get out here and if I start cooning, I can become friends with white folks. Okay? If I start cooning, I can become friends. Ask Candace Owens, okay? Candace Owens is getting run through the ringer right now. Have y'all been seeing that? See, a lot of people, they don't understand white supremacy. I just coon it up. Understand. After you coon it up, they're going to take you like they do any tool and they're going to break it. Okay, to make sure nobody else can use you again. Once they're done using Candace Owens, they're going to start to break that tool. Now, Candace Owens, she started to step a little bit out of line. Okay? Every coon, they think they get too powerful. They start getting a little white friends. Oh, the white people are bigging them up. And you get out here and you start talking crazy. So she had an interview with Trump. You dig? And she started talking about, hey, the Rona vaccine, that vaccine doesn't work. And Trump said, whoa, yes it does. And she was like, oh, shit. Yeah, because see, Trump wants to take credit for the vaccine working. See, she didn't do her coon homework. Okay? She started trying to go a cappella. She started trying to go off the top of the dome. And she slipped up. So now some white people have been coming after Candace. Some white people in her own circle. Whoa, Candace doesn't know what she's talking about. Now the Trump side is trying to come in from her. Oh, no. The vaccine does work. So now she got caught looking stupid. Okay? See, cooning is hard business. It's hard tucking your tail between your legs all day, trying to make everybody happy. Okay? Boy, it's hard. Especially when you got a when you trying to coon for a suspected white supremacist like Donald Trump, who we don't know what he gonna say each and every day. Okay, he can very well come out next week and say the vaccine don't work. We don't know what Trump gonna say. See, it's hard cooning for somebody like that. Candace is finding that out the hard way. See, she thought Trump was going to agree with her. She thought Trump was going to agree with her. He threw a curveball real quick. And she started bucking her eyes on the interview. Oh, no, no, no. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah, but see, it's hard cooning, family. Y'all know this, family. Not just in cooning. It's hard trying to make everybody happy. Okay? It's hard trying to make everybody happy. You dig? Yeah, Biden's just as bad. Don't get me wrong. Like I say, I ain't no Democrat or no Republican. Okay? These are two veins on the same snake. Let's be clear. Your brother Chase is not a Democrat or no Republican because they're two veins on the same snake. Both of them operate in order to feed systematic white supremacy. You dig? Yeah, and a lot of people are finding that out the hard way. A lot of people are finding that out the hard way, family. I see a lot of those shade room Negroes. You go in the shade room comment sections when they start talking about Biden, a lot of Negroes in there crying. Lord, Joe lied to us. Oh, Lord, Joe lied to us. Shut your coon ass up. We told you that before the election. See? Don't let them shade room Negroes get away with it. Because remember, they called us hoteppers before the election. Oh, you hotep niggas, y'all too woke. Y'all too woke. Y'all just don't want a black woman to get in office now. Y'all don't want a black woman to get in office now. Oh, shut up, you coon. Now these same Negroes in the comment section, I have been hoodwinked. I have been bamboozled. I have been led astray. Now they want to quote Malcolm. No, nigga. Quote John Lewis. Okay? You got yourself into some good trouble. Okay? Don't quote Malcolm now. Don't talk about you been led astray. You ain't been led astray, nigga. We told you that before the election what was going to go down. Okay? We tried to warn you about that before the elections. And we were called hoteppers. Oh, we don't know no politics. If y'all think Joe Biden the same as Trump. Now you see. Surprise. Okay? You got yourself into some good trouble, as John Lewis would say. You got yourself into some good trouble. Plain and simple. So you've been noticing lately, family, a lot of these Negroes been trying to cry, come back in the comment section, come back into our spaces, talking about some, man, I can't believe Joe doing this to us. No, nigga. Shut up, nigga. We told you that before the election. Joe Biden has a history of feeding systematic white supremacy. This is no surprise at all. Okay? This is no surprise at all. And your girl Kamami, we warned you about her before the elections as well. We told you before the elections Kamami wasn't shit. Okay? She wasn't shit. We told you that. I told you that when she was out there in San Francisco bragging about how she was the top cop. Stop it. Black folks, we don't trust no cops. And y'all know this, especially nobody who's bragging about being the top cop, bragging about locking brothers up. The hell? Everybody, it's her job. She was the prosecutor. Damn, that don't mean you brag about some shit like that. You don't brag about, ruining folks' lives and shit. She talking about she the top cop. And she sleeping with white zaddy at night. Oh, no. We already warned you about that. But now a lot of people are crying foul. Okay? A lot of people are crying foul. Yeah, and so she got on there. Somebody asked, I talked about that last time, but she got on there with Charlemagne. Did y'all see that? She got out there with Charlemagne. And she did her whole black exploitation, her yo hip hop girl act that she likes to do for black folks. Now wait a minute. We not gonna do that. Okay. All right. Stop it, Kamami. Stop it. She does her whole sister girl act. Please. And notice too, family. Notice whenever black folks challenge the Democrats on anything, we get them on certain platforms and we challenge them on anything. Notice how they get so aggressive towards us. Notice that, family. Y'all notice that? If we say, hey man, listen, Joe, you've done something for all these other groups, you haven't done anything for us. Or we say, hey, Kamami, you dig? You've went out your way to talk about protecting the Asian community, but you ain't said nothing about protecting black folks in the form of cash payments or reparations. Boy, they get real ugly. Remember Joe Biden after he got elected, he was talking to the black, so-called black leaders in that Zoom call like a pimp talk to his hoes. Boy, I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. Now, you're going to have to adjust because the Latinos are taking over. That's what you're at. Boy, they talk to us real aggressive. Huh? They talk to us real aggressive. Oh, they talk to us real aggressive. They get ugly when we ask a simple question. Just a simple question. You dig? Charlemagne asked Joe Biden a question last time on the Breakfast Club. Well, if you don't know who you're voting for, you're not black. Boy, they get real ugly with us. It's like, how dare you Negroes try to challenge us? How dare you Negroes try to challenge us? So that's what it is, family. That's what it is. They have no plans on doing anything for black folks. Let's be clear. They have no plans at all. What they're here to do is waste our time and continue to implement systematic white supremacy. Okay? I keep telling y'all, the Democrats, they implement white supremacy in a passive-aggressive way. Okay? Passive-aggressive way. And every now and then you'll have the Joe Biden slip-ups like, hey man, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. But they mostly want to be passive-aggressive. The Republicans are unapologetic about it, which I respect more, actually. I actually respect that way more because it's in your face. There's no deception involved with the Republicans. The Republicans tell you like it is. We don't believe these niggas should be voting. Straight up. I respect that. I respect that because it's not deceptive. You dig? I'd rather deal with a bully to my face than a bully or somebody who wants to be a bully behind my back. Somebody who's going to backstab me. I'd rather see my threat face to face. Him saying it like it is. You dig? Only difference, but like I say, at the end of the day, the Democrats and Republicans are two veins on the same snake. Both are there to implement white supremacy. And family, they always have been. Let's be clear. They always have been. And we've tried both parties. A lot of people don't know, prior to the 1960s, the end of the 1960s, black folks majority voted for Republicans. Okay? Because they were the so-called party that freed the slaves. Okay? We voted Republican. So from 1865, when we could vote, because it was limited, they would try to keep our ancestors from voting a lot. But from 1865 to pretty much the 1960s, black folks voted Republican. Okay? So damn near for 100 years, whenever we got opportunity, the majority of us will vote Republican. After the 1960s, after the Kennedy and Lyndon B. Johnson passed the Civil Rights Acts, we started voting Democrats. So we've been voting Democrats the last 60 years. Okay? So we done gave both parties a try. But both of them, as we see, are two veins on the same stake. Both of them are set to implement systematic white supremacy. Okay? All the parties are just as racist, including their candidates. Remember, Abraham Lincoln, they talk about he freed the slaves. Abraham Lincoln didn't give a damn about us. Abraham Lincoln said he was going to war to reunite the Union. Okay? And when Abraham Lincoln had the choice, never forget this, when Abraham Lincoln had the choice, he wanted to ship all the black folks in America, ship us down to South America to be colonized. Okay? He wanted to colonize us and send us to a country down there in South America. That was his game plan. Let's be clear. Abraham Lincoln wasn't shit. He was nothing. His whole goal was to keep the Union together. It was not to end enslavement. And another thing, let's be clear, because a lot of people get it mixed up. Abraham Lincoln and them Union soldiers ain't do shit without the black ones. Okay? It was black folks. That's what the Emancipation Proclamation was all about. Let's be clear. The Emancipation Proclamation was to get black people to participate in the war. Because black folks at the end of the day were like, shit. Well, one, they didn't allow black folks to have guns back then. So we couldn't have guns. We had laws against us having guns. And two, black folks were like, shit, we're going to be slaves anyway. This white on white crime. We'll let y'all duke it out, and hopefully it's only a few of y'all left so we can turn up on the rest of you niggas. But Lincoln came in and said, okay, cool. Let's do the Emancipation Proclamation. Okay? Everybody who participates in this war, you'll be free. We win, the Union wins the war, you'll be free. That's when we start fighting. That's when the tide of the war changed, okay? Because remember, the South was pretty much giving, the Confederacy was pretty much giving the Union that work during the Civil War prior to the black soldiers joining, okay? The Confederacy was giving the Union that work because the Confederacy had all those military schools. All the military schools were in the South for the most part, okay? So the Confederacy in the South as well had a lot of money. The South as well had all the money. So they were giving them that work until the black folks started turning in. Until you had brothers like Robert Smalls. Robert Smalls started stealing Confederate ships, giving away key positions of the Confederacy. He started stealing Confederate ships and taking it back to the Union. You had queen mothers like Harriet Tubman, okay, who was one of the top spies for the Union, start giving away key positions. You had brother like Christian Fleetwood putting in work, okay, out there on the battlefield. Let's be clear. You had brothers putting in work down there. That's when the tides of the war changed. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. We freed ourselves. Lincoln and the Union didn't really do shit. Okay, they were getting their ass whooped before we joined. Plain and simple. And even after we won them the war to keep the United States together, then this man started talking about some, hey man, we want all y'all to go down to South America somewhere. Nigga, please. So that's the Republican they try to hold on to. Abraham Lincoln. But like I say, all of them were racist as hell. All of them were racist as hell. Same thing with the Democrats' favorite do-boy, who is JFK. The Kennedys wasn't shit either. I say that on record. The Kennedys wasn't shit either. Let's be clear. A lot of black folks, especially older black people, some of y'all might have grandmothers like this. They got a picture of Jesus, MLK, and JFK. They got King, Jesus, and Kennedy. Kennedy was not shit. Let's be clear. Them Kennedy boys, they sat up there and allowed black people to get their ass whooped in the South until black folks started fighting back. Okay? They were more concerned about white folks than they were black. Let's be clear. That's another somebody else. Because they love to hype up the Kennedys. Oh, the Kennedys, the Kennedys, oh, the Kennedys, oh, man. Oh, black people love the Kennedys. The Kennedys wasn't shit. Okay? Malcolm told you that. Go look at those old Malcolm speeches. See, we got to go back and listen to the ancestors who were living during the time because they know the best. Malcolm was telling you in the Ballad of the Bullet, man, Kennedy and them were allowing black folks to get their ass whooped. Only when black folks started fighting back and they didn't want a full-blown racial war, that's when they sent in the troops. Okay? That's when they sent in the troops, where they had no choice. Other than that, nah. Same thing with Lyndon B. Johnson. He's on record. They said his favorite word was nigger. All he was using was nigger, nigger, nigger all through the White House. But we forced his hand. So he had to sign them civil rights bills. But all of them were just as racist, family. At the end of the day. Yeah, the North. Yeah, the North was getting it, bro. I'm telling you, family. Everything black people have gotten in this country has come from us rising up and doing for self. Whether we do economic boycotts or we physically go to war. Plain and simple. Black people are the reason that there is a country. Foundational black Americans. Let's get more specific. Foundational black Americans are the reason there is a United States of America. Okay, we were the first ones to die in the name of the United States. Okay, foundational black American by the name of Crispus Attucks. It's the first one to die and go to war. Okay, we kept the country together. If it wasn't for those 120,000 FBA soldiers during the Civil War, which Lincoln himself said in several of his letters, without the Negroes we couldn't have won the war. He admitted to that. Okay? We kept the country together. We kept the country together, and that's why in my next book, we're going to start talking about some of the achievements of black folks. Some of the achievements of especially foundational black Americans, but just globally, family. These folks eat off us to this day. They eat off us to this day. And we get nothing in return. They've been sucking us dry. But now it's time to rise up and it's time to take it all back, plus interest. Plus interest, family. But like I say, it starts with not only knowing thyself, but knowing thy enemy. You got to know who you dealing with, family. You got to know that both the Democrats or the Republicans ain't shit. Neither party ain't shit. All right? We got to understand that. I don't have somebody say, I hope you tell your pale friends the truth. I don't have no pale friends. See, that's where you're mistaken. I don't know if you're trolling or I don't have no pale friends. You dig? All my friends look like me. All my friends look like me. Now, do I know some pale people? Of course. But I wouldn't call them friends. You dig? And even if I had pale friends, I would have no problem telling them to their face. Because I'm going to be me. You dig? Yeah, man. So at the end of the day, like I say, we got to know ourselves like we know thy enemy. Great book for y'all to read. Because in order to know thy enemy, family, and know how certain people operate, you got to know their origins. We talked about this in Voice of the Ancestors Volume 1. If you don't have that, go get that. You got to get the Iceman Inheritance by Michael Bradley and John Henry Clark. Excellent book. It talks about the origin in which the Iceman or white folks, the Eurasian, comes from. We got to understand their nature and where they come from. A lot of people always say, man, why do white folks act the way they act? I get that question a lot. Every time we see one of these killings, like, what would cause somebody to just sit there, put their knee on somebody's neck as they're lifeless? You got to understand the Iceman to understand this. Understand the Iceman and where he comes from. Okay? See, the Eurasian or the Iceman or white folks as we call them, the Caucasian, from the Caucasus Mountains. He comes from a land where he had to rob and steal. Okay? There was no food to get. Nothing would grow in the ice. He couldn't plant anything. Okay? He came from a land where he had to eat his women when he got too hungry because there was simply nothing to eat. There were no natural resources. There's still barely any natural resources in Europe to this day. Really wasn't no resources during the ice. Okay? So he had nothing of value. So when he got something of value, nigga, they had to go to war for it. Okay? Understand the Iceman and where he comes from. Okay? If he couldn't find no food, he had to go steal some food. He had to eat other people. This is what they talk about, the Iceman Inheritance. You dig? You say, how are we going to educate our people if they choose? Oh, I'm going to get to that. But understand the Iceman. And then you have us. Understanding, know thyself. We're the Sun people. We had no reason to rob because we had everything in plentiful. You want an apple, go to the apple tree. Okay? You want an orange, go to the orange tree. You want gold, it's plenty of gold. We growing gold like they're rubies. You want a diamond? Diamond's not even valuable. It wasn't even valuable. We had so many. Throw them like rocks. Not trying to Wakandanize Africa, but the truth is the truth compared to the Iceman in his land. Okay? We weren't at war with nature. Nature, we were in love with nature. We were studying nature because nature always provided. Okay? If I ran out of anything, the sun would provide it. That fertile soil that we had, Kemet meant the black soil. The sun would grow some more. We ran out, everything was cool. There was no need to just overkill. We had plenty of stuff. This is the sun people. So when the sun people and the ice people met, we talking about two totally different mentalities. It's just like today. What did we say today in the black community? Man, you can take that nigga out the hood, but you can't take that hood out the nigga. The original nigga is the white man. The white man came out the ice, but you can't take the ice out the white man. He ain't in the ice no more. Okay? But the ice is still in him. This is why they can have 99.9% of everything. Resources. Okay? Everything. And they'll fight you for that 0.1%. Because that Iceman mentality is still in them. All they know, rob, steal, and kill. If you don't believe me, look at the history. You can't name one place the white man has gone and he ain't tried to rob, steal, and kill everything from the natives. Okay? Everything from the natives. This is why I don't sit up here and I've never been afraid of my brother. I don't care if a brother got a blue flag on, a red flag on. If he a blood, he a crip. Because I understand, listen, the real gangsters is the one, they don't take over blocks. They take over countries. Black folks ain't taking over no countries. Black folks, you don't see black folks with a history of just riding into somebody else's country and taking over. That's white folks. These are the real gangsters. The real gangsters is in the medical industry. That can shut down, who can say, hey man, if you don't take this stab, you losing your job. Black folks ain't doing that. We ain't got the power to do that. And even when we do have the power, we ain't doing that. We let people be. These are the real gangsters. These are the real folks we got to deal with, family. That's the Iceman. But you got to study the Iceman. You got to know how to deal with the Iceman. See, when you know the Iceman, when you know the culture in which he come from, you don't waste no time doing bullshit. You don't waste no time marching. You don't waste no time trying to appeal to some morality of the Iceman. The Iceman ain't got no morality. This nigga's from the ice. He might not be in the ice no more, but the ice is still in him. Same thing with the nigga in the hood. You can take that nigga out the hood, but the hood is still in that nigga. See it all the time. How many rappers we gonna see get locked up over some stupid shit? Millionaires now. Still doing some hood shit. Fighting niggas over a couple $1,000. Even though they millionaires. Because you took that nigga out the hood, but the hood's still in that nigga. Same thing with the white man. The white man not in the ice no more. He in tropical places now. But the ice is still in him. That mentality of rob, steal, kill is still in him. This ain't hate speech. This is facts. And all we got to do is pull up the history. All we got to do is pull up the history. And pull it up now. They can't stand to see a black person get something. Even now. Boy, they'll do anything in their power to get it off of you. Anything in their power. We got to understand this mentality. And once you understand this, you'll understand, like I say, we ain't offering, I'm not appealing to the morality of white people. That's why I don't come on here. A lot of people say, and even I've had family members say, hey, brother Chase, man, you know, you got a good message, but it would go further. It would reach more people, meaning white people, if you just soften it up a little bit, man, and don't go so hard. Man, fuck that. They don't understand that. These folks, you ain't offering no morality of white folks. These are the same folks that done killed our babies, our women. unarmed black men, women, and children. These the same folks that can look on TV and watch an unarmed black man get shot and killed in the middle of the street and find a way to justify it. I can't offer no morality to that. That's Iceman. That's the Iceman. So, in return, I understand that this is two ways that he understands anything. That's the loss of finance and the loss of life. That's the only thing the white man has ever understood. The Eurasian has ever understood. The loss of finance and the loss of life. He understands when you take away resources because he understood back in the day what it means to be without resources and that ice. He understands what it means like to starve. Okay? To not have it. That's one of his biggest fears now. That's why he overtakes everything. He overkills everything. Okay? When the Europeans first came here, they killed down there. It was millions of buffaloes. They just killed them all. Not that they needed them, but that's all they know. They so used to without something, just overkill everything. Okay? So they understand the loss of finances or the loss of resources, taking that away. And they understand the loss of life. Plain and simple, family. The loss of resources and the loss of life. But trying to operate and appeal to some type of morality with the Iceman, it ain't gonna work. That ice is still in them. That ice is still in them, family. You can do everything possible. Some of the most brilliant minds have tried to talk to the Iceman. From Dr. King to many others. Medgar Evers to many others. And it didn't work. As their descendants, as their students, it's my job, it's our job to take it to another level. See, when we see what the ancestors did, a lot of us look at the ancestors and just repeat the same thing they did. And then we have the same downfall. No, you're supposed to take what worked. Just like if I study Dr. King and analyze Dr. King's life, I have to look at his life and say, you know what? I might not agree with the marching and things of that nature. Into integration that I believe end of the day hurt our people, which Dr. King admitted. I've integrated my people into a burning house. But one thing King did do was the Montgomery bus boycott. One of the most successful boycotts of all time. That crippled some of the most hardcore white supremacists in Montgomery, Alabama. Brought them to their knees. White folks were getting laid off jobs. White folks were starving because the Negroes would not ride the bus. That means they had to walk. They had to walk. Back in Montgomery, they were trying so hard to get us to get on the bus again. They were just charging extremely high prices for taxis. They made it illegal to carpool. This is how desperate they were for us to ride the bus. But the black folks said, nah, nigga, I'll walk to work. And it broke them down. Because the Iceman knows what it's like to be without resources. That's one of the things I can take from Dr. King. Okay? I can take that from Dr. King. That financial part. Okay? We got to understand this part of the game, man. Understand this part. Analyze these different things, man, and build on them. Don't just repeat or regurgitate what the ancestors say. Regurgitate and repeat what worked. And the next stuff, you build to it. You build from it. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Somebody said, what are your thoughts? Hold on. What are your thoughts on the blacks in the U.S. being the true indigenous Indians of America? Let's be clear. Black people in the Americas are the true indigenous people of the Americas. So I agree with that point 100%. Black people are the first people everywhere. Okay? The first Asians are black. The Negritos, the small black people. Okay? They're still in pockets of Asia to this day. In the Philippines, you have the Atars. Okay? You have the Jawa in India. You have the Andaman Islanders, off the coast of India. You have the brothers and sisters that have been there down there 60,000 years in North Sentinel Island that have never been colonized. Shout out to the brothers and sisters over there. These are the first Asians. These are the first Asians. Okay? The first Asians were black. The first Europeans, the Grimaldi, black. Okay? You go down to Australia, the Pacific Islands now, Melanesia, Micronesia, what Melanesia, Micronesia, Polynesia, black folks, they're still there. They're still there. Okay, hell, Melanesia means the Black Islands. So our people are the first everywhere. No different than in the Americas. No different than in the Americas. The first people of the Americas were black people. Plain and simple. The people they're calling Indians, first of all, the people they're calling Indians today, many of them aren't even native, family. We got to be clear on that. Many of the natives they're calling today, many of the people they're calling natives today are $5 Indians. These are white folks. Straight up and down white folks who done grabbed some feathers. Who done grabbed some feathers and put it on their head. You go to some of these tribes, you go to some of these reservations, and you watch them do the tribal dance. They offbeat like a motherfucker. These are white folks. These are white folks. No natural rhythm. No indigenous rhythm at all. These are Europeans who great-grandfather gave $5 to sign himself on them Dawes Rolls Acts, and they became native. Okay? That's why when you go look at these casinos, these folks be blue-eyed, everything. They done got these casinos talking about their native. But let's be clear, they're $5 Indians. Just like one of the most famous Indians of all time, who they marketed around in, I believe, the 60s, was Iron Eyes Cody. Iron Eyes Cody, he was the crying Indian. They had a big marketing campaign, the crying Indian, the crying Indian. Oh, the Europeans had took my land. He was the crying Indian. Nigga, both of his parents were Sicilian. They were from Italy. No indigenous blood in sight. They were from Italy. Okay? Plain and simple. But they made him the face of what an Indian looks like. Just lying. He put on some feathers, boy, and they just marketed it. Nobody thought to check his background or nothing. Look that up. Iron Eyes Cody. Oh, he was a big thing, I want to say in the 60s. I want to say. 60s or the 70s. One of them. Iron Eyes Cody. But this motherfucker was Sicilian. Both his parents were Sicilian. He have no native blood. And that's a lot of what you see now. A lot of these folks are not native at all. They're $5 Indians. Plain and simple. And they're doing this everywhere, family. Over in Australia, family, if you look at a lot of the Aboriginals now, a lot of these folks look like white folks as well. See, white folks have a thing. This is why wherever they go, they're always big on breeding out the melanin. Okay, over in Australia, they had a white supremacist named A.O. Neville. A.O. Neville, what he did, he had something called, I believe, Manifest Destiny. And in Manifest Destiny, he had this thing where he wanted to breed out the Negro blood. And so what he would do, man, they had this big thing in Australia, boy. They were taking children away from Aboriginal parents, doing all type of stuff. Killing folks off. Over in the island of Australia and Tasmania, they killed off everybody. Look that up. Complete genocide. They killed off all the Aboriginal Tasmanians. There's not one left. I'm talking about the full-blooded ones, because now they're trying to come back and say, "Hey, man, well, it's some more Aboriginal Tasmanians, nigga. We not talking about these $5 Tasmanians, okay? We talking about full-blooded." Truganini was the last. I believe her name was Truganini, was the last full-blooded Tasmanian. They killed her off, and put her body in a museum for a long time. This is how sick and demonic these white supremacists are. They would kill her just like they did our sister Sarah Bartman. Once she died, they put her in a museum, stuff her and put her in a museum. That's how sick these white supremacists are. But they want to get on Michaelvick about a dog. Stop it. Okay? Understand that taxidermy stuff they be doing, that just wasn't for animals. We would have taxidermy back then too, because remember, they viewed us as animals. So these are things we have to understand, family. But going back to that brother question, black people are the original people of every continent or country, whatever you want to say. So when it comes to the Americas, that's no different. So I agree 100% with my brothers when they say We are the indigenous people of the Americas. That's 100% correct. Okay, some of the oldest bones you can find here, bones like Luzia, Luzia, black woman, okay, found down there in Brazil. When you look at a lot of the early, even if you look at a lot of the early European accounts, okay, when you look at, you had explorers that traveled around the world, Magellan. You had a dude named Antonio Pigfagan. Antonio Pigfagan, when he came to the Americas, he came what we believe is to Brazil. And when he came to Brazil, he said, hey man, these people building these canoes, these indigenous people, they're jet black. They're jet black. They look like they came out of the fires of hell. That's what he said. Okay, you had another explorer, Italian explorer, Giovanni Veracino. Giovanni Veracino said the indigenous people are black, not unlike the Ethiopians. Ethiopian was a code word they used to use for black people. They used to call us Ethiopians. Ethiopia means burnt face. Okay? That's what Veracino said. So we understand this, man. We understand, and there's many other explorers. We talked about this in Voice of the Ancestors Volume 3. Make sure y'all go get that link in the bio. Make sure y'all go get that. Like I say, man, if you want to go deeper than Instagram, get the hard copy. Get the hard copy. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah, more is to do. Europeans were the last people everywhere. Somebody said Moors too. Everybody was here before the Europeans. The Asians, everybody. The European was the last. He's the last to go anywhere. That's part of the reason why he's so damn jealous. Imagine getting niggas hyped up. Hey man, I done found this new spot. Boy, I done found this new spot. Then you get there, everybody and their mama there. I'd be mad too. I'd be mad too, boy. You done got hyped up. You done traveled. Oh boy, I done traveled around the world. Boy, look. I done came. I done finally made it. Boy, I got me a spot. Boy, don't nobody know about. Ain't nothing like when you think you got a spot nobody know about. Man, don't nobody know about this shit, bro. You know how black folks be talking. Man, don't nobody know about this now. I got this secret little spot now. Boy, then you get over there and everybody and they mama in there. Okay, that's what happened with white folks. Okay, white folks were always looking for the little secret spot. And then they get there, they finally think they got one. They step foot on the island, and guess who come to greet them? Everybody and they damn mama. Black as hell. What's up, nigga? Yeah. We been here. We been here. Boy, this is part of the reason why they were so mad. Nah, I don't have an online history course, man. I was thinking about getting one, though. Nah, I just had the books, family. Make sure, though, you get Voice of the Ancestors Volume 1, 2, and 3. Like I said, if you want to go deeper than Instagram, get that, family. Because, like I said, my page is on strike. Instagram is always flagging my page. So make sure you get the hard copy of the information. Get that link in the bio, family. Okay, one of the best deals you ever going to run across for all 3 books. Somebody said I order mine tonight. I appreciate that, God. I appreciate that. Yeah, man, you got to get the hard copy of the information. See, you want to get the hard copy, family, because all the technology, this technology, we don't own this, man. Mark Zuckerberg owns this, okay? And we know he is possibly a suspected white supremacist, okay? And that's from the findings they have with Facebook. They've been talking about how they allow certain white supremacists to flourish on there. Okay, that was what the whistleblower was about. So we already know these platforms ain't shit. Y'all know this, man. If we post anything, if I post anything, I wake up the next morning, Instagram done took it down. Okay? They find any reason to take your stuff down. So we don't control this, and we don't want this to be the sole source of where we're getting our information. We want to get the hard copies of the books. Get the hard copy of the information, because guess what? Once you have a hard copy, they say they end my page. I hope they don't. They end my page. You got the hard copy of the information, bro. You can go pull it up one by one. See, we got to get back to that. We got to get back to that. Oh, yeah, they always want to control that narrative. Absolutely. Yeah, I try. I'm putting out the truth, family. I'm just putting out the truth, family. And I don't want y'all to think it's the truth because I'm saying I want y'all to go double check it. And I'm growing and learning every day. I'm growing and learning every day. I study every day. I try to get better every day. But I study the hard copies of the information. See, when you want to go deep, when you want to retain the information, you pick up the books. When you want to retain the information, you pick up the books, family. You dig? I just got another book today. Where is that one at? I just put it on my shelf. This is a shout out to the brother Tariq Nasheed. I can't wait to read this one. I've been hearing good things about this one. Shout out to the good brother Tariq Nasheed. I've been hearing good things about this one. So I'm excited about reading this one right here. Foundational Black American Race Baiter. Talking about systematic white supremacy in the codes. Like I said, just as much as knowing thyself, you have to know thy enemy. You dig? Yeah, man. Just as much as knowing thyself, you have to know thy enemy. Yeah. See, I didn't know I was so young. Yeah, I'm young, but we gotta, age ain't nothing but a number, man. We gotta step up. We gotta step up, man. We gotta get more serious when we're younger. See, a lot of us, we want to trick off our younger years. Not saying you in particular, but just saying in general, man. A lot of us, we want to trick off our younger years. We want to bullshit in our 20s and 30s, and then we want to get serious in our 40s. Nah, bro, we gotta get serious, bro. When we get in our teenage years, we gotta get serious. Okay? The so-called Jews, they get serious. Boy, they start investing at 16, 17. Boy, they start investing. They learn about their culture. They learn about what they gotta do for their people. What don't you do to your people? They learning all that at a young age. You dig? We gotta get focused. Okay? Because back in the day, our ancestors were focused. Remember that. They were focused. Shit. Hannibal rose to power at 18. Hannibal took over Rome at 26. That's my age. I'm 26 now. Can y'all imagine? And to put that in perspective, Rome is equivalent to the United States. So can you imagine me? I take our people. I take over the United States at my age right now at 26. That's what Hannibal did. Man, we got to get serious. See, we got to get serious. See, a lot of us, we want, man, shit, I'm YOLO. I'm only 25, nigga. I'm out here clubbing, bro. I ain't trying to do all that woke shit and all that. And then when you get 40, 45, then you looking back like, damn, I didn't take advantage of the opportunity. Now you want to go back and tell somebody else in their 20s what to do, and they looking at you like, nigga, why didn't you do it? So that's the thing, man. We got to get focused and ready. Age ain't nothing but a number. We got to get focused and ready. This our prime years, man. I'm trying to get it in while I'm young. Because shit, I know I ain't going to have the same energy when I'm 40. When I'm 40, I ain't going to have the same energy I'm going to have when I'm 60. See, we got to look at that. We got to look at it that way. Ain't got time to be goofing around, especially when we behind in the race. You dig? We the last people should be goofing around, playing. Yeah, man. Right. Hold on, let me see. Okay, let me get this troll. We got a troll. Let me get a troll out here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, man. Gotta get right. You gotta get right, man. That's it. You gotta get right. We just gotta get serious on all fronts, family. We gotta get serious on all fronts. I'm gonna be posting my previous couple lives, 3 or 4. I'm gonna be posting those on my YouTube channel. So go to my YouTube channel, Voice of the Ancestors Chase, and make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notifications. And I'm going to be posting those on there because a lot of people are always asking about the playbacks. So I'm going to be posting those on the YouTube channel. So y'all can check it out on the YouTube channel. You dig? Where you said I'm not a troll. I didn't say you were a troll. If I didn't block you, if you still on here, then obviously I didn't block you. Now I see you for organization. Okay. National Youth Generational Growth Association. Okay, so y'all got an association out there. Cool, man. Shout out to all the brothers doing positive things in the community. Let me answer a few more questions, though, and I'm going to get off. I'm going to answer 2 or 3 more questions, then I'm going to get off. So y'all put the questions down below. And where's the family from? I didn't ask where the family from. Where y'all listening from tonight? What city you in? Put your city below, too. I like to see where the family listening from, what country. I know we always have some international family in here. What city you in? Somebody said I asked the question above. Let me see. All right, put the question again, bro. It's too much stuff. It's too much stuff. Okay, shout out to Arizona. Shout out to Dallas. Shout out to London, the family over in London. Shout out to Atlanta, of course, where I'm at. Bay Area out there in Cali. ATL again. New York. Memphis, Vegas, Detroit. You dig? Okay, so we in here heavy from coast to coast. We in here heavy from coast to coast. We are in here heavy from coast to coast. Southeast Georgia. Where exactly in Southeast GA? Shout out to Brooklyn, New York. Shout out to the good sister in Philly. That's one of my most popular pictures of all time, Channing 22. Of you, of your son holding my book. Everybody loves that picture. Everybody loves that picture. So I appreciate you. Shout out to North Carolina. Somebody said, I have been getting so-called conscious people that tell me whites should participate in our movement to help us out. Who agrees with that? Hell no. Hell no. We don't need white folks to help us out. We don't need white folks to help us out. They've done enough. That sounds like infiltration to me. Okay? White folks have had 400 years to help us out. 400 years. We good on that now. Okay? We good on that now. See, and that goes back to that good white folk argument. A lot of people make that argument. Hey man, you good white folk, now find you some good white folks. Fuck all that. Good white folks make a shield for the bad ones. Let's be clear. Good white folks make shields for the bad ones. And another big myth we need to address, a lot of people like to say, oh, well, it's more good white folks than bad ones. Why the fuck we still in the same condition we in? You telling me it's just, oh, Lord, it's just this small group of white folks. Oh, it's just the Klan. No. Remember, you have branches of white supremacy. Remember, the Klan ain't just motherfuckers in robes. The Klan is the judge who gave the brother 50, 60 years for killing a police dog. He's the Klan. Okay? The Klan is the doctor who, every time a black person go in his office for something simple, they end up dead. Okay? That's the Klan. The Klan is the policeman. The Klan is the firefighter. The Klan is in all walks and levels of activity. The Klan is the teacher who purposely miseducates the black children. That's the Klan. That ain't just a few. They are in every walks of society. Let's be clear. That mentality. Ain't so I don't believe it's no such thing as a good white folk after all these years. So we got to be clear on that. We ain't waiting on no good white folks. At all. At all. They didn't have plenty of opportunities. Nobody has stopped them. We've asked them to help for hundreds of years. You dig? We've asked them to help. Time is up. Now it's time to do for self, which is a great thing. It's time to do for self, and it's time to keep it pushing. You dig? I'm like Malcolm. Y'all remember Malcolm and Malcolm X? The white lady asked him before he started talking at Harvard, what can I do as a good white person to help out the movement? Nigga, nothing. Nothing. Stay out the way. That matter of fact, that's what you can tell them. White folks, if they're just dying to help, tell them stay out the fucking way. Just stay out the way. Don't interfere. Okay? Don't interfere and go handle your buddies. Go handle your people. You ain't got to do nothing over here. We good. Plain and simple. We good. Let me go out because I missed hella questions. Somebody said, how do we stop our people from killing our own? Well, number one, I think we got to understand why our people are killing people. Most times we're killing people because of economics, okay? Resources. We're fighting over crumbs as black people because that's all we have. We have crumbs. So in return, we have to get more resources. Let's be clear. FBI has come out several times and said, hey, the whole black on black crime thing is a myth. People commit crimes with the people they live around. Most of the time, these crimes are in levels of economic wastelands. They have no resources. So, one, we have to get resources. Once we get resources, and every scholar knows this, okay? When resources are up or when jobs are up in the community, crime goes down. When there's a lack of jobs, a lack of resources, crime goes up. Same thing in the white community. Okay, when you go up there to West Virginia and all them little white meth heads up there that then coal miners then got laid off and they shooting up schools and all that type of shit because they ain't got no jobs. Same thing happened with white folks. That ain't no just black phenomenon. So we got to get our resources up. That's the biggest thing. Okay? Then we have to instill simultaneously knowledge of self. Knowledge of self about our brothers. But we have to have resources as well. Because at the end of the day, no matter how much we like it, we can talk about Mansa Musa and Kemet and all that type of stuff, but a nigga gotta eat. So yeah, that's cool, man. I hate to do this to you, because I know this history, but I gotta eat. Okay, that's just the reality of the situation, so we gotta get the resources in there simultaneously. See, a lot of people just talk about, hey man, knowledge of self. You gotta have the resources as well. So that's one of the big ways we stop our people from killing each other. Once we have the resources and we instill that knowledge of self, everything's Gucci. We don't need to take away no guns. We need our guns. Okay? We just need to point it at the correct people. Okay? Point it at the true enemy. That's it. It's a matter of where you're pointing the gun, not a matter of having the gun. You dig? Let me see. Let me go up. Right. Yeah, that's a time wasting game. Remember, big thing with a lot of folks is to get you to waste your time. That's what they like to do with the whole, well, why don't you let white people in? They try to get you to waste your time, start talking in circles. We don't want to do that. Right. Ain't no such thing as no good. Like I say, that's that whole liberal conservative thing. The good white folks and the bad white folks. Neither one ain't shit. Both of them ain't shit. Let me go. I just kind of answered that about the black violence. Somebody asked about that. Resources. Alright, hold on. Alright, family. I think I'm about to get off of here. Hold on. Make sure I didn't finish. Okay. Alright, family. Listen, man. I'm about to get off of here. Like I say, man. Make sure you click that link in the bio. Get the hard copy of the information, family. Get the hard copy of the information. We are the times when you need the blueprint, okay? You serious about revolution, get the hard copy of the information. Get Voice of the Ancestors Volume 1, 2, and 3. Link in the bio. That's going to be perfect to start off the year, okay? Shit, we in 2022, basically, family. We in 2022, man. Y'all got to get right. Y'all gotta get right. Now I know some of y'all finna post that same cliche shit, man. New year, new me. Nigga, shut up, nigga. Finna be doing the same shit. Some of y'all, the gym. I know the gym memberships rubbing the people who own gyms right now doing that Birdman rub because they know y'all finna pile in there at the beginning of the month, but cancel on the February month. You dig? I know some. I wish I owned me a gym. I'd be over here like Birdman too. So listen, man. Get the hard copy of the information. Make a true change this year. Stop procrastinating on every goddamn thing. And get serious. Get serious, man. This shit is deeper than Instagram, family. Way deeper than Instagram. It's about knowledge of self. It's about economic empowerment. It's about military science. That's going to be our keys to victory. We going to win, family. Because as Baba Kaba say, it ain't over until we win. Like I said, click that link in the bio. It's your brother Chase. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're going to have the playbacks on there. Voice of the Ancestors Chase. Voice of the Ancestors Chase. And until next time, family, peace and black power. I'm out.